Hello, everyone. My name's Thorin. Welcome back to Space Engineers and Scrapyard Survival on Purdom. So, I did some stuff off camera. In fact, I kind of didn't squirrel off for a change. Um, as you can see, I have done the old to-do list up a lot nicer. Obviously, there is the usual stuff that was on there, but it's a lot tidier. You need to not have this. Floor storage plan. I mean, yes, it technically works, but no, it's bad. So we're going to make a trailer. I did bring that back. It almost didn't make it back. In fact, if you remember, that just left the block part-built battery on it. Well, that ain't there anymore. We had a slight airborne. Well, actually, it wasn't even an airborne incident. It was the suddenly not becoming airborne, and I broke a good chunk of the trailer. Blew that off. So I've actually expanded the storage of the truck already. Need to get a crane on it. I'm not sure if we'll do a proper crane, or we'll just, proper script control. But we'll get something on this so we can lift it onto the trailer. Need to make a plan for nicking that assembler. Do we do it today? Don't know. Need somewhere actually to live. I mean, it's all well and good being in here, but this is a workplace. Need to get that. Yes, get that lab better. Yeah, I didn't. I left it there, as tempting as it was. And we also need to get some stuff for around here. By stuff, I mean, forklifts, telehandlers, little things for moving cargo around. I don't know. Yeah, little vehicles. We've got our Atmos as well, sitting at the bottom of the list. I don't have enough to do anything with yet, but start needing to need to think ahead of that, because I think we are possibly as close as maybe one of these. Might only need ideally one of those so they match up, but we might be one normal thruster off. Definitely think about that. If we can get antennas, though, we can make a little, make an RC version as well. Still haven't done that. We'll get that. Make some foot blockers in the residence. But yes, I also might be able to reconnect that script. I was doing some reading on the old hitching. It may not even be that thing's fault. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I put that on there too, didn't I? The oxygen tank is in there. It weighs a bit now because it's, full of oxygen. Because I hit the heavy gas mod. I haven't got anything in there. Actually, we'll go over here. Over here, we've got a lot more stuff out there. After getting that trailer, I scrapped the entire site. We've got a lot of materials now. And, yeah, here we go. Here's a trailer. All inside and everything. As you can see, this thing normally is a bit longer. And there's some mismatched blocks. Yeah, bing bang. So, the plan is... This, yeah, obviously didn't work. I did a very temporary hitch. I'm thinking I might try something that I've never tried before, but I've, seen in real life constantly. We got our truck. We got this trailer here. It doesn't quite work like this when we get a little too frisky and get away from gravity a little bit too much, even though it's 1.2 G here. Might try to set up a truck and dog trailer setup, which will be fun. They still have an extra steering axle here and tow it behind there. The alternative was, I think, putting the 5x5s on this as well will bring it up too high. I want to have it low. So we have a low flat bed at the back, bring it up, put like a ramp, high deck. I don't know what they're actually called, but you know, you see them how they come along flat and then they go boop, boop. And yeah, the other thing is I have put some more stuff in here. Moved all the scrap into there. Been using the paint chemicals. It's night time, but we'll go outside anyway. I haven't. Oh, that's not. That was cool. Like, I really love how the environment is. This is all just vanilla. We are not particularly bright out here. I have set up the old hinge into medium, small grid hinge into double connector, because the one problem is I could not line this up nicely with it being 7 wide. There's the remainders of the pitch, which probably won't stay. That doesn't line up properly, does it? Well, actually, no, I haven't lined it up properly. And also, I fixed up in here. Got rid of that bit that I was catching on. So we got our ice store, but I put guns in there because I had to chop out the weapon locker there. Just put it back there, couldn't I? Fridge, microwave, coffee machine. Hasn't changed much. Put some buttons in here, like bed light on and off, the main light on and off, yada yada. If I jump into here, there's that automation block. Actually, I don't think I actually put that on screen. So when I get into here, that event controller there is checking the seat. I get in, it shuts the door and brings up the entry ramp, so I don't have to worry about completely deleting it. And as you can see, I have lots of lights. Painted it up nicely, slapped a solar panel on top. It doesn't work. That is a summary of all of the thingies that I said I was going to do off screen. Built a little bit more here. However, main thing I want to do, and I live here and you think I'd know where the door locks are. But yes, we're going to start on this, get this something. It's going to take me some time because I spent a bit of time trying to figure it out, but I've not actually done any trial runs. So I will see you at some point where I have something to show you, rather than just boring you with a whole bunch of blah blah. First off, get rid of the nighttime. Well, it actually didn't take as long as I'd expected it to, so either this is easier than I was expecting, or I'm better than I give myself credit for. Alright, sit down, mate. Yeah. Didn't really... Well, yeah, all it did was just actually put an extra layer on top of there, and then built a rotor under there, and just built what is effectively the same thing there. And we've got... pretty much the same layout as it was before. We've got a hinge into a rotor. These have a fair amount of play. Like that there. I think I'm going to put a little bit more braking torque onto them because they're just a little too much elasticity in it. I think I still need to do some work on it though. Like it's good. Like, well, now let me just close the door. Let's get in there. We'll go for a very quick spin around. So you'd probably tell I have taken it for a very quick test drive. I'm so happy with that automation. Okay, let's just get actually all of the lights on. Turn the handbrake off because I've got a... yeah, I need an extra. I think I do need an extra rotor in that rear, but hey. Yeah, I'm bullying that around a little too much, aren't I? Bang. Don't think I broke anything. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. On the opposite side, I also do not... it's not great, is it? Okay, no, I think I've got a little too... Where are we? Where are we? I've still got a lot of stuff to name in here. I think that is actually too much, so we'll go just down to like 50 Newton meters worth of braking torque. Yeah, it's you see, like as I drive it, it jerks. It's got a. I think I really need to redo the hitch, but hey, the concept works. Like that is, this was first crack as well. Like this for me, amazing. However, hasn't been a lot of time in game, but it's been a little bit of time because I did this and then got distracted and had dinner and all that sort of stuff. Boink, boink, boink. Let's just turn all the lights off. Put my headlight, my suit lights on, and deal with this nighttime. I'm gonna need to put a crane on that now. Like that is good enough. As the tooltips for the game go, perfection is the enemy of progress. Extreme heat. Heat. Let's put this on. So let's also have a look at this. So we've got no, make trailer. Yeah. Expand storage. Already did that. Crane. Then we can actually check that off. Now we've built a nice trailer. We'll get a crane on it. I think we go and loot a bunch of stuff. Maybe lay the foundations for the residents. We'll see. I'll deal with this. And I do think I need to think about a little bit more about how I'm going to put the crane on top of it. I don't think we'll start with too fancy. We can always chop it off later and put a real fancy one on if we want. But we'll get something. Anyway, let's just get rid of this awful nighttime. And I will see you with resources in hand and probably the very basic foundations of how we're going to do it. Ah, lovely view. But, well, not so lovely when you fall out of the seat, though. But, yeah, I need to redo those, but that's not what we're here for. Don't really need those. So, done a bit of thinking. I have... Yep. Totally work safe and everything. However, we need to get a crane going, don't we? How big is a piston? Oh, we could use the new pistons too. I've never used them before. Condensed, it's... Okay, so if we wanted to have it fairly compact, not go over the back, we want to be there with the rotor, right? And where are we? That is to set up... Let's push the right button, shall we? Nope. One of these buttons. There we go. So there's 0. 0 is facing the back. Okay, so we have the rotor part. Now, you know what? Oh, I'm trying to remember. It's been a while since I've done done this. Give me a moment. All right, now I remember. Now I remember. I need... It's been so long since I've built a crane, I have actually had to look it up and refresh myself. We need to find ourselves a normal hinge. I could be using the big ones, but this will... I think this is what we'll go with. Just keep it small. Well, we'll rename them. Actually, no, we will help. Where are we? Let's just push this down all the way, shall we? Here we go. Oops. Let's push the right buttons as well. Piston, piston, piston. Where are ye? Yeah, we'll go with the square piston. And we'll attempt to get that onto the right spot. We will go with 2 of them, just to give ourselves some play. Let's quickly weld them up too. Need to remember that I need to share inertial tensor. Don't let me forget. Everything but the rotor. That actually works out very nicely. That works very nicely. So 2 more hinges. So just to keep everything all the same and not break everything. Got that. Put the marking all on the same side, so I've got this negative side. We want... That is a bit rubbish. Let's just do that. Perfect. We want to do the same thing again. Do I have enough parts? Yes, I do. I did grab a few things. I just can't remember just how much I got. Square piston. Come on, please. Please, please, please. Please go onto the... There we go. And another one. Alright, we are already out of parts. This is fine. This is right here. Whoa, what a jump. What a jump. Shame it was a little too far. Don't need to weld this up, but I need to use up some materials. We have run out of space. Then what we will do is be cheeky and bring that. Use the old... Ooh. That looks a little too much like inviting Clang. Let us appease Clang with an offering of a spacer. Where are we? Hinge. And are we the right way around? We are. Just quickly zip that way. And yeah. Well, that kind of looks dumb, doesn't it? But this, no. We're just going to get a basic crane up. And I will see you once I have got this all sorted. So all it will be is another couple of pistons. And then we're going to put a rotor for a spinny hand. And the weather. Oh dear. But yes, I'll see you once this is done. Well, that took way too long. So, had some technical difficulties, much like my speaking ability. So the crane is built. I also redid the hitch because I did not like it one bit. I actually dropped the battery in there just in case I need to power this thing when it's separated. the real issue of all of this is the park script. It's not perfect at the moment. Where are we? Where is the doodacky? Oh, and I also added in the easy renaming block easy block renaming. I think it was called. So I could do all this. Once I put this in, I had a massive argument with trying to actually get it to work, and it was configuring the custom text wrong. So I ended up deleting whatever was in there and redoing everything from scratch because it was being stupid. I won the argument eventually, but yeah, it's not much. Got some lights on there. Just get into here. So on my slot 4, I've got the remote control for this. So I got the main, which is, you know, left and right. I'm angling it down and up. I could set up an extra group to make it move a bit faster, and then there's a secondary lot. And, you know, pistons in and out. And where are we? I can use the old... actually, let's jump into the camera and you'll be able to see it better. Whee! And out of the camera. And let's just put this back into where it should be. I haven't set up a return value because, let's be honest, I don't actually know how to do it. Back to the main. And also what we've got is lights on and off if I ever need it. And then I've got the mag blade auto lock on 5. Hang on. Where has my cursor gotten to? Can't bring it up. Oh. Yeah, number 5's got the old auto lock on and off, locking it on 6 and unlocking all the way down at 9 so I don't accidentally it. And I think I've typoed the what do you call it? Mag plates. And yes, I have. Oh dear. It's named well enough. I'm not going to worry about that now. So yes, we have a functional crane. Yeah, faffed around with that. It's mostly working. I do kind of need to put a ramp on this, but hopefully, yeah, it's good enough to jump up. Now, how big is this? This is 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 7. So, I kind of feel that we need. I haven't actually fixed that up. Meh. Now's not time for that. Let's get some mag plates, shall we? Where have I put my mag plate? There. We will just... How many do we want? Quite a few. You know what? Let's actually get the big one. That'll do. I think we'll just do the good old boring... let's get a different colour. What should we use these as? What should we use them as? That? Yes. And what? Battered? Carbon fibre? Nah, it's a bit... Camouflage. Weldless? Weldless. That'll do. Boom. 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 Oh, look at that. I did not measure that, and I guess just as well. And I've just realized we need to set up, well, we should set up buttons for all of this, but I'll do that off screen. Where do we put that landing gear again? There. There, and there. It's not a particularly innovative setup. Actually, if I leave a bit of space, I might be able to do something with a ramp or something like that, rather than using a silly setup here. Mind you, is it silly if it works? Yeah. Okay, it did work. There we go. Let's just get into here. Get into my seat. Release some hack plates. Go to all of them and just auto lock off. Yeah, I've got a few blocks to name, but meh. So I do believe that little dog trailer. I'm surprised that this one didn't blow up. Two, that I kind of actually got it while firing the bar. I got this pretty much first go, which is a genuine surprise. And yeah. And it also doesn't look like rubbish. I almost feel like I do kind of need to make it slightly longer. Like 1 or 2 blocks, but that is a story for another day. Not even later today, just not today. Because this has taken far too long. Alright, so let's go back to the drawing board. We've done it. Well, we did a crane. We didn't do it properly, but it's a crane. It'll work. We need a residence. That is dealt with. Get that large battery. Get that large battery. That is a brilliant idea. What else do we actually have that's kicking around? Oops. Extreme heat. Could even try and set that up again. So we'll get the battery, and I still haven't gone and gotten that solar panel, the large grid one. That's that collector out there, and this air vent came from, or that air vent. One of the two. So forget that large grid solar panel. Now, I don't think it had the parts in it, so it's not going to be immediately useful, but there was an assembler up in the thing. Is it the light? Yeah, because the assembler's like just next to home. We have a plan. Oh, this is going to be ambitious. This is ambitious. I will finish organizing the trailer, just grouping up the mag plates, you know, the buttons, the doodackies, the boring stuff. Nothing amazing automation, just, you know, making groups, and probably fix that typographical error. I'm noticing I need to recharge. So I will see you when I'm finally ready to leave the house. And where'd I put my code? Alright, we're on the road. We are on the road with a trailer and a crane. Oh, that hitch is seeming to be a little bit better. Let's, you know, actually no, let's do this. This is, I mean, it's not very realistic. Come on. I might need to give it a little more gas. There we go. Yeah, maybe I should have put like a hinge on that axle as well, that dolly axle. But, you know, working reasonably well, and hey, this is effectively the Mark 1. My first dog, even. Got to take it for a walk. But yes, this is a very, very poor approximation of a, you know, slightly unrealistic, but who cares? What is it? Truck and dog combination? Although I have realized the way that I have done everything now, if I... Whoa, settle down. I could possibly tempt Clang and road train these things, which would be definitely tempting fate. There's been an update to the build restrictions as well, so I have no idea what's changed in there, so we're going to figure out what that is. I've done some tinkering with the old microphone, as you probably haven't already figured out. As nice as the noise cancelling was, I don't need it on as strong now that the construction at the neighbours has finished. And it really made my voice sound horrible. At least to me. It sucked. It was not very lively. It was awful sounding to me. I mean, it could just be awful sounding to begin with, but hey. Okay, you know what? Let's actually have a nosy. Come on, brakes, and let's put the handbrake on the trailer. And are we underneath? I have no idea. Step out. Kinda. That, I think, will do. Okay, so take control of the remote. I've also set up all of the plates on there, so I can go auto lock on and off. Right, there you go. Alright. Is that a courier? Not for me, hopefully. Secondary, let's straighten this out. Just use the old keyboard, because that's has the game audio just stopped? Kinda has, hasn't it? Weird. And that's straight enough. Let's bring this up. And I wonder how close this can get. This might actually do it. Okay. Main and extendo. And secondary extendo. There we go. Now everything's working again. I think we're coming up a bit short there, aren't we? I don't know. Oh. I don't know what is going wrong with the game audio right now, but I think it's just standard Space Engineers things. Push you that way, and in that back in. What's going on? Come on. Here we go. I really should figure out that whole return to original spot. However, handbrake off, handbrake off. What is all this stuff? Yeah, I was chopping things up, wasn't I? Yeah, I'll see you over where that large group battery is. Hello, Mr. Hanger. I have come to relieve you of your large group battery. We also had something spawn in the distance, about 3 kilometers further on, roughly that direction, which is nice to see something actually spawning in my area. How do I get this onto here? You're going to do here. And this does not reverse well. I have now just realized that I should probably put some sort of what would you call it? Axle override, just to block it. And I think you know what? No. I am going to. Where are my wheels? My front wheels specifically. Front left, front right. Naming them very... Oh, man, it's already at that. 35? And I should probably just get rid of that. Okay. Proper naming conventions, they help immensely. Handbrake on, handbrake on. Okay. Alright, alright, alright. So, is there anything else that I needed to filch from this place? We did run away with the cryo chamber, didn't we? We ran away with a small grid one. I think we'll keep these. We'll keep these here. In fact, do we Grand Theft Hangar at some point? I mean, I'd have to chop the base up, but that's fine. But something to think about. I can always rename this to that. Oh, there's even a drill here. Oh, that's actually something that I need to consider. With the build restrictions change, not the one that it's just updated, but overall, this is the only spawn that involves a drill. There's only spawns involving a drill. There is no grinder and no welder. Alright, so we have that free. Let's just drag this as much as we can by hand, which is not very well. It's not going to be like getting the other one back, which was I managed to dip the trailer down and glue it to the back of it. This one is not happening. Not happening like that. And I have realized that I do not have any outriggers for this, so we're going to be doing this realistically. Or as realistically as would be. So get into here. Is there any... No, sorry, I did check that one for solar panels on the roof. Let's see if we can get this out without actually damaging the overall hanger. Because if we do want to pinch it, damaging it's probably not a good idea. Let's just get all this. I kind of might want to turn the speed up on these, I guess. But I don't know. Yeah. I'm always worried about doing these sorts of things. Why am I trying to guess it? Not that one. No, that ain't happening. Let's get out of the camera. Where are we? Here. That one there. Now we can go to that one. And it's kind of unnerving that just the game sound stops. Well, the ambient noise. But no, I do have the inertial tensors on. Well, shared, should I say. Get into here. That... Whoa, okay, now we got some movement. No, maybe I don't turn it up. Auto lock on, I think. Okay, back we come. Actually, let's just see how terrible this goes. Let's just look at it. Back to you. Up, 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 up. I haven't. Crane, crane. Crane, elbow hinge, shoulder hinge. Oh dear. Where does it go red? Give it that much. And the pistons. I don't know how that works, so I'm gonna leave that one. I should probably look up that. So about that. So sure. Now, maybe not that much gas. Shoulder hinge, elbow hinge. Let's maybe just bring it down to like that much, eh? Just yeah, that's better. You saw nothing. Oh, that's a bit that's it's certainly got some movement, doesn't it? Oh my. It's just okay, where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Oh man. This is very, very terrifying. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have had that extra coffee. Hands are jittering. Um, that one there. Just nudge it that way and bring it in a bit, I guess, and drop it down. Um, turn that off. Do we hope for the best? Let's go over here. So I've got that's the crane mag plates there, and we're on what are we on? We're on the upper deck. So I want. There we go. Oh, that's terrifying. That is terrifying. Genuinely terrified. And uh excuse me. Ah, you know why it's not working? I'm on the wrong toolbar. No, it is the right way. So that wants to come down. That up. And let's just use the keyboard, shall we? It's a lot easier. That is a lot easier. Why is it? There we go. It's and fold that in. I think I will figure out sooner rather than later how we do that. So we have got the large grid. I'll leave that there actually, and we will handbrakes off. It is just deciding to not play any noise. Or we came in from that way. There's this way, so it's off about probably 3 kilometers this way. So I mean, I should just take this battery back because otherwise I'm going to lose it. But with crashing, but I think I can see it in the distance there. Just realized I have a camera that I should put that camera onto this as well. Main camera, view, because I can do. Something like that, and I actually see. Occasionally have a genius idea. There we go. It is something in the distance. Is pipes. Yay. Oh, we are in business. We are well and truly into the business of stealing stuff. Sorry, moving it around. Like, we are... Oh no, it's not a canyon I hit, but it's pretty close. What do we got here? Just that. That should have some motors in it, which would be good. Maybe even some computers. And we have... I've only seen these like... I mean, I have seen them before. I just haven't seen them that often. handbrakes plural on. Let's... yep. What hit? Alright. Chop that off. That's going to fall off, isn't it? In fact, I just think I've separated the entirety of that. Oh well. Whoops. However, we have storage space now. So I can just do this. Bunk. Oh no, don't fall on me. Hack it all up. And make sure I put some on that side. Balance the weight out. Oh, that's actually good. And we'll just go back over that way and chop that up. I would love to get that assembler, but I think that might be a little ambitious somehow. Somehow. We have a large amount of cargo. I mean, not only do we have the 6 medium cargo containers, while they're small, that's still a lot of storage. 18 kilometers, what's over there? Oh wow, I've actually kind of wandered quite a bit in multiple directions, haven't I? It's what do you got here for me? I think I got everything under the ground. Very nice. Actually, with this, it does mean I think we might need to start thinking about setting up back at base a little more properly. Have a little battery shed, power shed, I don't know. Also need the you know, where we chuck our spoils of war. Like this, well, this battery, not so much, but you know, the stuff that we don't have immediate use for, but we want to keep it because it's useful. This is very much very good. I will see you probably over at the that collector panel fan, although I've taken the collector. I'll stop by base first, chuck the battery off, and then we'll meet you over and we'll grab that panel. Well, it's getting close to nighttime, and something's managed to spawn on the way to this direction over here. I don't know what it is. I just get a random blip somewhere over here. I don't think it was over that way. Could have been though. There we go. Like, the beautiful thing is that it's quite literally on the way. I realised that I trailed off about thinking about the drill back at the hangar. We've got no way to actually get the other things, as I mentioned, and then kind of just stopped at that point. To get the other things, might have to set up some sort of honor bargaining system. That's awfully close to there. Like, I'm sure that that is not a spawn of that, and that shouldn't be spawning that close to that. Ah, okay. Alright. Well, we'll go chop that down soon. What are you? You are the cargo container. I just go like this. And cannot detach others' stuff. Okay, let's just dim my lights on so we can all see. That's one thing I need to learn. I mean, no. Need a display. You know, I didn't empty the salvage out of here. I do have. Oh, brilliant! not have... Ooh, money. That is not at all useful to this playthrough. I can imagine it being kind of useful to playing in multiplayer, because you set up... Ooh, that's actually a lot of computers in it. This gets built up. And trade with people using actual currency. I'll take all you, thank you. On the one hand, do we really need more of these? The answer is kind of no, but also kind of yes at the same time. Let's put this out here, I think. Because while we don't need more on the dog, well, the FL, but we'll just put this on like this for now. And we'll just switch the lock. That way we'll be cheeky about it. Do we actually... Oops. That's going to have something fall off. Do we want to keep this and, like, restore it later? Like... Nudge that one. And that's mine. That isn't. So let's get in here and tap, tap, tap. Station recharge. That's fine. No power cells for that. If I just go like that, though, it'll detach it. Sorry, not detach it, but so it's got a motor in it. That doesn't. That does. Thank you. Honestly, let's get quite fussy. Do we want in all fairness, a fairly intact jalopy? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Sorry, yes, I remember these things are even, which, to be honest, not necessarily a bad thing for some builds. This is actually pretty intact. I'll just GPS jalopy to think about. Will we keep... will we get it? Maybe. I mean, that might be something that... And I've still got those train trailers to pick up too, now that I think about that. I kind of think, however, that... where's the other thing? Up there. I feel that it'll be a thingy to do off screen. How did this... I think there must be something wrong with the spawning, or I don't know. They're not meant to spawn that close together. If I take this out, it's all going to fall off. In fact, if I knock one of these off, it might... Nope. Let's just chop this up. Lights on. And... what a catch. Here we go. It is... Oh. Suit lady didn't warn me that... She didn't say the line. I need to check on Suit lady. Make sure she's okay. Off we go again. Oh, nighttime driving. Oh, but what could go wrong? I mean, I'll leave the camera running, but I'll probably edit it out unless, yeah, you probably won't see the trip, but if you see me before we're there, something's about to go wrong. Right. Not much happened. I stopped by the crane, realized that was had the dog excavator over there. Took ownership of it. Left it there. We need to pick that up. Now, this is why we are here, though. Have an argument with this. Oh, that's right. There's this here too, isn't there? Do we need it? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We don't need it one bit. But, yeah. So, oh yeah, we got, where is that? That's, yeah, just a little bit north of North-Northwest. That spawn is there. We're starting to get things spawn again. I don't know what's going on, but, hey, it's free real estate. Yeah. Turn around. Oh, don't lock it. Pushing all the wrong buttons. I want to turn the handbrake off. I've just moved it around so I can actually not have to reach across the keyboard. I can just tap it quite easily on the trailer. So if it starts getting a bit squirrely, hit the brakes and it stops being squirrely. Should I use the crane? No, the crane takes too long, and I don't think these things are that heavy. Cut that off, and let's get up onto the roof. Perfection. Why do I get the feeling something's going to fall off here? No? No? Okay, cool. Slightly ominous, but it's fine. Just need to be a little more careful than just chopping everything to pieces, as fun as it is. How do I think we just... Wait, can I lift it? Yes, because it's not very well built, is it? In fact, there's kind of nothing in it. Alright. You know what? We have no need for it right now, but... Can I actually get this out of here? Yes, I can. I can't lift it, though. Can't lift it. Do we really need a power efficiency module? Can we even get anything that can use a power efficiency module? I mean, on the planet at least. Because I'm pretty sure, like, we're going to get basic assemblers, so no, like, I mean, I can't build it, but there's no point. There is no point. No, 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 no. Just because you can take it doesn't mean you should. Okay, let's have an argument with, just loot. Get up there. I should use the crane, shouldn't I? But, good enough. Good enough. Oh, look, it's even going to lock. Nice. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Let's get back in here. I still need to chop everything up. Yes. 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 Right, don't mind me just having a think about everything. Let's just put the auto lock that just so everything's properly locked down in case things go horribly wrong. Stop using the crane. I do need materials, but not this exact second. So let's go and find that. Oh yeah, no, that turning circle change. Yep, definitely helps. So it was over this way somewhere, wasn't it? Let's just go for a quick drive. We're starting to get a little heavy, so let's give it a little bit more wheel power and not go too ham on everything. Oh, settle down. Put the handbrake on. I mean, it's still a little fishy, but that's probably because it's that, but oh no, it's because the handbrake was on, I think, and I just turned it off. Oh, you filthy spawn. I can see it. Oh, you have to build a bridge and get over it. Literally. Alright, let's go have a nosy at it. Let's go have a nosy at it and see what is so close yet so far away. Well, I think I think we're dragging along, but you know, I haven't really done the. Ooh, hang on. This is really. Ooh, this is handbrakes. All of the handbrakes. This is a very narrow gap. In fact, I mean, it's yeah. Welcome to the Perdum Chasm again. Let's get onto the old camera. It is a little juddery. Okay, fine then. What am I doing? This one here. I want to do that. Will do me onto there. Oh boy, that does not like that. But that is a train. Those trains are interesting, and I want to steal one. But depending on what the loot is, it might just go on the back. But okay, let's. Actually, that's another thing that I should do when we're off screen. Oh come on, get down there. Is actually set a return to actually learn that. Where do we? I mean, I wanted to build a bridge somewhere. Build bridge over where? Where's that? That is build bridge there. Do we just build bridge here instead? GPS bridge site 2. Oh, this is a thing. Which is a thing to think of while driving home. Come on. Alright. So we've got everything. Oh boy, she is not happy with having that silliness strapped to the top of it. So it's going to be an interesting drive home, but yeah, I'll see you back at the base. And I will probably do a little bit of have a break and actually do a quick put these bits and pieces of what we've done so far together and see if things are really dragging along or just slightly dragging along. But through the magic of television, I will see you in a moment. So, yeah, we are dragging along. What a surprise. The dangers of this game mode is you just want to keep going. So, I think we wrap it up for the episode and let you guys get on with whatever you want to do rather than listen to me ramble. So, yeah, so I just chucked the stuff in there. Well, yeah, I mean, nothing else has happened. I mean, I've loaded the truck, hooked it back up to recharge it. I mean, I did tidy up the board. Okay, well, I think this is going to come down to being less important. What are we going to do? We're going to... I mean, those are pretty important at the top, right? But I think we're going to do this. Get the house, and we probably should start figuring out where we're dumping stuff a little bit better, and probably get something to move stuff around. Next time. Am I going to do anything while I'm off screen? I might figure out how we're going to go about extending the facility. I think we're from this here is nice and all, but I think we need to go from a pair of sheds to something a bit more on the lines of a workyard or complex. I did have a rough idea, well, not a rough idea, a thought. Rather than going out this way for the whole transition to down there, I might actually keep that running along here. Going to be laying a lot of steel, so that will be a off-camera and probably a good way to use up the building sites that I need to salvage. And I was looking at this, and hello, buddy. those blips are supposed to stay up longer because of another Scrapyard update part to the signal things. They meant to stay up for 10 seconds, but that was a bit longer, so I guess he spawned in before the update. Hey, regardless, I think I'm going to extend this out. I'm going to think about it, but if we extend it out, we could actually just have a nice little elevator complex. No fancy turning around or anything. It'll be just drive straight in, elevator down, however that works, whether I do it pistons and stuff or use a mod for it, but I'd rather do it with the tools that the vanilla game has, but we'll see. And if I did that, I might have a spot here to put the house overlook and everything too. Thoughts and things. Probably redo this, especially that, and sort. Actually, I do need to sort lighting. Quick, before I forget. I'm going to get that on the board, and I'm going to put it on the board so you guys can all see that it's on the board. And if I forget, you get to yell at me. There we go. What here? Drive lighting. Finish it. There we go. Nice. Eye height. Can't forget it. Get the battery hooked up, but that'll be a figure out. That's what I want to do. Cargo vehicle and I don't know, some sort of primitive forklift or something. Who knows? I'll worry about that later. Thank you for joining me on this, at least for me, exciting little episode. Now that we have our own dog trailer, that is. Every house needs a dog. And honestly, I should make a kennel for it. Not today. Looking forward to the next episode. Hopefully you guys are too. But until then, you guys stay safe. And we'll catch you, hopefully, with something to do some work. Oh, excuse me. Something to do some work on. Build the stuff and, yeah. We'll catch you then.